Hello, welcome to this explanation of claim evidence and reasoning. So we just finished reading an article about good deeds and whether or not they should be posted in headlines, and it was an opinion article, and you saw lots of examples of claim evidence and reasoning. So I'm going to explain what claim evidence and reasoning are, and then we'll go back to the article and look at some examples. So the objective of this is to practice developing a claim using good evidence and reasoning. So we read the article. Claim. A claim is an answer to a question. This is if somebody asks you a question. For example, in the article, the question would have been, is posting good deeds in headlines a good thing? A claim is also an overview of what's to come. So it tells the reader what's going to happen in the paper or in the writing. Evidence is data to support the claim and can be numbers, experiments, personal experiences, quotes. Reasoning is the explanation and analysis of the evidence. It explains why the evidence is important. It connects the evidence to the claim. It explains how the evidence supports the claim. And it's usually about 2 to 4 sentences, maybe more. And it can come before and after the evidence. So also please note that without enough reasoning, your argument will never survive. Your evidence won't be able to support the claim. So this is what your paragraph will look like without reasoning. And see all of this stuff this guy has? He's not dead. He has supplies. Yeah, that's what it would look like with reasoning. Okay, so this structure of claim, evidence, and reasoning can be used within a paragraph, or it can be used throughout an entire paper. So this is the structure of how a paper would work if it were a 5-paragraph paper, for example. So the claim, also known as the thesis, this is the number 1 claim. It's the overall, for example, good deeds should not be posted in the headlines. And it comes in the introduction. Then you generally have 3 paragraphs. Each paragraph has a separate claim or a separate reason why good deeds should not be posted in the headlines. And then each paragraph has evidence. They can have 2 pieces of evidence, 3 pieces of evidence. Notice right here, each evidence has its own reasoning box, but over here, all 3 pieces of evidence have 1 reasoning box. That is totally acceptable. Oops. Go back. And then at the end of your paper, you write a concluding paragraph and restate your claim. So claim, evidence, and reasoning happens everywhere. It happens on a small scale, and it also happens on a big scale. So now we're going to go back to the article and look at an example of a claim, an example of evidence, an example of reasoning. Stay tuned for the next.